Hello everyone, welcome back to Pickups Video episode 4. Right, let's see what I've been playing this week. So first up, I've got Joe and Mac, Caveman Ninja for the NES. Pretty good game. You can play 1 or 2 player. It's a platform game released in 1992. The object of the game is just to kill dinosaurs by chucking axes at them. The bosses are pretty hard on the game, and yeah, I haven't made it past the first boss yet, so can't really tell you much more about it, but it's pretty good. Next up, we've got Jimmy Connors Tennis for the NES. What does that say? It's a tennis game. It's released in 1993. You can play 1 or 2 player. The main campaign game you play in the ATP World Tour and try and win it. But it's pretty hard. I've not managed to win 1 point, let alone a match or anything. Pretty hard to control, but probably never get played again, but it's there in the collection. Then the last of my NES games for this week, really happy to have, it's Gradius by Konami. This is a shoot 'em up game released in 1988 for the NES. There's a port from the arcade version. You can play as 1 or 2 players. You play as the spaceship called Vic Viper. The object of the game is just to go along shooting all the enemies that come, and they drop power-ups at certain points. Collect the power-ups to get your ship better weapons, defeat the enemies and win the game. Not much more is to say. Typical shoot 'em up, but gameplay wise it's really good. And it's not even that pricey. I think this cost me about £12. Yeah, it's Gradius. Okay, next up we've got Lemmings for the PSP. Now, I used to love Lemmings back on the Amiga, and well, this game actually has the original 120 levels that was on that game. Released in 2006, it's a 1-player strategy game, and it's complete. The object of the game, save your lemmings from dying. They're not the smartest people in their world. They die pretty easy. But if you played the original, you know exactly what this is. It's really fun. Now the good news about this one, this has actually got 36 new levels that was created by Team 17. If you don't know who Team 17 are, they made Worms. So you know this is going to be a good game. The graphics are obviously much better than the old Amiga one, but play wise it plays the same. Obviously you're just on a PSP handheld rather than a TV, so it's fun. You could take it anywhere. The levels don't take long, a couple of minutes to 5 minutes tops, depending on what level it is. So if you've got a spare 5 minutes, you can complete a level and then get back to work or whatever you're doing. So yeah, it's Lemmings. Next up, I picked up a PS3 game, the History Channel one, Great Battles Medieval. Now I picked this up, I didn't think it was going to be all that. I thought, here we go, another history game. Tragic, but actually it's not that bad. It was released in 2010. It's a strategy RPG, one player. Now the game is based on the 100-Year War. So you can either play as England or France. And the strategy part of it comes from you depending on what type of troops you've picked to battle the other troops. Obviously if you get the right troops you're going to win the battle, you pick the wrong troops you're going to lose. So yeah, you go through the game. Every level you complete you get gold. You use the gold to either upgrade your troops you already got or recruit new ones. Yeah, I haven't got that far into it, but from what I've played so far it's really good. So that's probably one I'm going to try and complete. So yeah, history, Great Battles Medieval. And the next game is a really strange one. It's Curry Mix. Curry Mix. Now this is obviously one of the first to come out on the PlayStation. PS2 that is. It was released in 2001. Can play as 1 to 4 players. It's an action adventure. And I thought, it's going to be just one of them rubbish ones, not all that. But as you can see from this bottom one, when you play as one player, you actually control 2 characters. And it is actually quite difficult. So you got the left analog and the right analog, and they make the movements. But you have to get so far on a level with both of them, and then certain things on one side of the screen unlock things on the other side. So like, you need to go across a bridge, but the bridge is up in the air. So on the right hand side, the other one, you spin the wheel, and it drops the bridge for the left hand side. Yeah, it's really quite strange. And they're timed as well, which makes it even harder. So yeah, you've just got to literally get from one end of the screen to the other. You pick up time boosts along the way, but every time you die or fall off of something, you lose time. And yeah, it's quite difficult. You have to be quite smart to play this game, I think. But yeah. Curry Mix. Next up, SSX on tour for the PS2. Now everyone knows about SSX games. Released in 2005, can play as 1 or 2 player. It's a snowboarding game. And this one seemed a little bit different to the first few. It's got races in it, but they seem to be like one-on-one rather than the 4-player race trying to get down the hill as fast as possible. You also collect things on the way. It's probably a little bit like a Tony Hawk's with a racing style to it. But yeah, it's SSX, so you know the soundtrack's good on it. It's also complete. Yeah, not bad. The last game I've got for this week is a Wii game. Endless Ocean. I know, you look at it, you think, what's this rubbish? It's actually quite good. It was released in 2007. It's a 1-player scuba diving game. You get missions sent to you via email. They're pretty much just to go and explore areas. It's pretty much an open world game. You can do what you want. You swim around different types of coral reefs and stuff. And it's got fantastic graphics on it. You just go there, explore, click on different fish, learn about the fish, you can feed the fish. It's a pretty fun game. It's got no ending on it. You can't die, you can't lose. You just keep playing and playing and playing and exploring. there's not much else you can say about it really. It's complete. Yeah. The only other thing I've got for this week, what I've picked up, haven't read it yet, is the latest episode of Retro Gamer. It's literally just come through the door today. But this week's one, or this month's one, comes with a 2020 calendar, which is pretty good. And it always tells you when the latest issue of Retro Gamer is coming out for that month. So that's March. But yeah, they've got pretty good gaming related artwork on them. Obviously different months relates to different stuff. Shows you all the copies for the year. December 1's got a nice Father Christmas on it. They always come in handy calendars. And it's always also come with the ultimate guide to Nintendo. So all the games that are coming out this year and next year. So I'll be having a read through that, see if there's any that I want to pick up. But yeah, that's it for this week's video. Still on the lookout for a name for my channel. Nobody's commented in the box yet, so if you can think of one, just drop one down below. And thanks for watching. And as always, see you next Tuesday.